I have to go to the studio.
No, I want you to tell me.
Honey, I'm in a hurry.
She's the one that left the note about the abortion clinic.
No, one of the temporary secretaries.
I don't believe you. You're protecting her.
Wendy.
You care more about Susie than you do about me.
There is no one in this world that I love more than you.
Oh, yeah, you love me so much. You're glad that I'm not the one having Warren's baby.
Warren is not fit to be a husband or a father. And Susie knows that. And that's the reason she...
She's having Warren's baby.
Honey, no, we don't know that.
Oh, tell me he doesn't know, please. Oh, tell me, please, that he doesn't know.
Wendy, we don't...
Look, she can't tell him, Mom. Please, you can't let her tell him.
It's ridiculous to go on like this. I'm leaving.
Oh, sure, go ahead. You just told me the worst possible news I could ever hear, and you want to walk out on me. Go. Get out of here. You don't care anything about me or my marriage.
That's not true, honey. I really do.
Well, I'm not going to lose him. I'm not going to lose him over this baby. I won't.
Wendy!
Forget it. I don't need you. Slam the door and you leave.
Come on.
I've had enough of that.
Look who it is. It's the little lady herself.
Why are you fighting?
Why don't you tell her, McCleary?
To Jakarta. Lee's been badly burned.
What?
I have to fly to Indonesia tonight, Liza.
No. No. Honey, he has to go.
My cousin's been badly injured.
Are you going too?
No. I'll be here with you and Turner and Alon.
You won't be alone.
Well, what do I care?
We care about you, TR.
You know, people always say that, but no one ever means it.
I tell you what, I'm going to go pack your flight bag. I have to pack for him because he always forgets his toothbrush.
TR, I don't want to upset you. But this is something I have to do. You understand that, don't you? I'm upset, too. I want to stay here. I love being here in this house with Liza and the babies and you. But this doesn't change anything. You're still a part of this family now. But Lee's a part of the family, too. And that's why I have to go. Do you have any cousins?
No.
You see, he'd do the same for me. Because we care about each other. He's hurt.
Bad?
I'm afraid so.
Are you ever coming back?
Of course I'm coming back. This is my life here. And this house holds all the people in the world that I love.
Well, when are you coming back?
As soon as I can. And while I'm gone, I'd like you to help Liza with the babies. Good. Then I'll count on you.
You know what?
What?
They're gonna miss you.
What's this all about?
What's the matter, McCleary? Not smart enough for talking? You only think with your fists?
All right,
I said enough!
Now
Stop it!
Stoop to his level.
Oh, good, spoken like a true ex-wife.
But why are you fighting? Nothing is worth fighting over, please.
Funny you should mention that. Because we're fighting over you.
Why?
Wendy, what are you doing here?
I want to talk to you.
Not right now. I have a couple of things to discuss with McCleary.
Now, Warren.
Wendy, we'll have dinner here.
Not here at home. It's important, honey. I have to talk to you.
Okay, fine. The company is a little hard to take. If you'll excuse us, we have some family business to take care of. No hard feelings, McCleary. It's good working with you. Again. He started it. You're gonna have him pay for it.
Cagney.
So
Careful with the furniture.
Look, I know Warren, and I know he can infuriate people. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I get you anything?
How about you? You want a beer, a glass of wine,
No,
something?
no, have it just like a club soda.
Okay, big 2 club sodas, please. And I'm sorry this all happened. Please, have a seat.
I was hoping you'd be here. I want to talk to you.
I'm always up for talk, as long as it's not about Warren Carter.
Oh, boy, am I glad you're here.
I don't like to be kept waiting.
You need somebody to talk. What do you mean you don't like to be kept waiting?
Have you managed to look at these plans since the last time I was here?
What plans?
These plans.
The restaurant. No, I haven't. I've been talking to Wendy.
You're causing delays, Stephanie.
I just can't concentrate on business right now.
Yeah, so I see.
Well, you know how worried I've been about
Could we
Wendy
table
and
that until we have settled this, please?
My daughter is more important to me than a racetrack restaurant.
That is admirable in its proper place. Right now, I need my partner to help me make a business
Oh,
decision.
don't you lecture me.
Stephanie, just
Well,
look
you're
at
the one who's always telling me I should separate business and personal issues. Well, I can't take care of one until I take care of the other.
All right. What's the matter?
Wendy's not pregnant.
Wendy. Well, that's good. You should be happy.
There are other complications, and I don't know what to do about it.
Why does our relationship seem to change as Wendy falls in and out of favor with you?
Are you saying that you don't care what happens to my daughter?
No, what I am saying is that I'm tired of being jerked around like a yo-yo at the end of a string, depending on the saga of you and your daughter.
Well, fine. Just leave then, and leave right now.
I will. You know, there are, among the many things that I have learned about you, the most important is that you will do what you want to do no matter what happens, no matter how much you profess to ask me for my advice.
Lord. You know, when I found out Wendy wasn't pregnant, I closed her checking account again, and you don't know how hard that was to do.
Well, I think that was a good idea.
Well, how does a parent ever know what's right or what's wrong?
Well, you can never be sure what's right. But you are forcing her to take charge of her own life.
I never wanted to hurt her. I wanted to help her.
Well, maybe someday she'll begin to realize that.
She wants Warren's baby. And what I'm afraid of is that she'll find a way to do that. And then what am I going to do?
That is not an immediate problem. Wendy is not pregnant. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I feel sorry for any child who has Warren Carter for a father.
Stirred good.
What?
Make sure those bubbles there get real well acquainted.
Cagney, did you ever have to make a difficult decision?
Sometimes.
A big decision. A right-wrong type decision.
I've had a couple of run-ins with right and wrong. Sometimes I thought right was on my side, and I find out later that it was wrong. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. It's pretty tricky sometimes.
If you make a wrong decision and it affects other people, how do you live with it?
You try to make it up to them. Susie, I wanted to tell
Another
you...
round?
Oh, no thanks, not for me.
Well, I'm just nursing this one.
Would you like to order dinner?
Why don't you just give us the time and let us work up an appetite?
Oh, for another eruption.
No, trust me.
Oh, I'll have to think about that. But when you do order dinner, would you whisper?
Yeah. You look worried.
I am.
About what Warren just said?
Oh, Warren can say whatever he likes. I don't care anymore.
I want you to know why that just happened.
I know he provoked you.
I want you to know that I would never hurt you on purpose.
How could you? You've been so good to me.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was married to Warren and I wanted to have a family with him.
Look, you can forget all about that now. You've got your divorce. Hey. Hey, I've never seen you look so down.
You know what I would love right now? I would love for someone to tell me the right thing to do.
What's your problem? Talk to me.
I can't. This is a decision I have to make myself.
Can't I help?
Yes.
Your wish is my command.
Tell me a story with a happy ending.
Sure, no problem. I knew this prince once who was fat. He was so fat that... Hey, come on.
Oh, how fat was he?
He was so fat that he thought he could never find a woman who would love him. But there was a woman who would love him, and she was skinny. She was so skinny. How skinny was she? She was skinny.
Wendy, why couldn't you tell me in the car?
Warren, kiss me.
Okay, now what was so urgent that you had to drag me home?
Miss you.
Wendy, what's going on?
First, tell me why you and that guy were fighting.
Cleary, because he's an idiot.
Was it over Susie?
Well, he sees himself as sort of like a knight in shining armor, I think, and he sees Susie as a damsel in distress.
Is she?
What?
In some kind of trouble?
Oh, she's as poor as the rest of us, but she has her ideals to live on. I don't want to talk about her. I don't want to talk about her.
Okay.
Wendy, please, I'm really exhausted.
Warren, please, just one kiss.
I have too much on my mind to make love, okay? Is that why you dragged me home?
No.
Well, then what was so important that you had to wait till we got here?
My mother closed my checking account again.
Why?
I don't know. She's unpredictable.
What did you do?
Me?
Yeah, you must have done something to get her
No,
mad at you, right?
only after she told me she closed my checking account.
Wendy, I don't want you on the outs with your mother. She's got to be on our side.
She does not care about us.
No, that's not true. She really wants you to be happy. And in a little while, she will accept me as her son-in-law. Okay? In the meantime, don't give her any reason to cut us off.
She's against us.
She is not that. It's going to change. Wendy, promise me that you're not going to do anything more to get her angry.
If you promise me something.
What?
Don't see Susie, okay? Just stay away from her.
What are you worried about?
Just promise.
Honey, I love you. You know that.
I know.
Let me go take a shower. Get ready for bed, okay?
Okay.
Wendy, Susie doesn't have a hold on me.
Stephanie, there is something you're not telling me. It has nothing to do with checking accounts.
I promised I wouldn't.
I'll respect that.
And I will go back to business.
Good.
Oh, for heaven's sake, look at all this.
Forget about the papers. Forget about the papers. Talk to me.
I can't, I promised.
You cannot carry the burden all by yourself. That's obvious. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Susie's the one that's pregnant. Can you imagine that after all she's been through and now this?
Well, if that's the case, I don't see what you can do about it.
Well, I want to help her. She's thinking about having an abortion. I told her I thought it might be the right thing to do.
And?
Well, she's confused about it. I mean, this is the last thing in the world anybody ever thought about. But she has to do what's practical.
So do you. Now, there's only so much you can do for someone. You can't control their lives. We've already had that discussion, remember?
She can't raise a child on her own.
Other women have done it. You did it.
With Wendy, yeah. I didn't get the chance with Brian. I had to give up my infant son. And I know what that feels like, and it's not easy. If she chooses to have this baby, I'm going to help her in any way I can.
And what about Wendy? What is she going to say? What is she going to do when she hears about it?
She already knows. Well, you should have seen her face, too. She's terrified that Warren's going to find out.
And when he does?
Well, I don't care about him. I don't care what he does. What's important to me are Wendy and Susie. Do you know that Wendy today accused me of loving Susie more than I love her?
You are getting yourself right into the middle of this thing. You should get out. You should back off.
What am I supposed to do? Abandon the two people I love more than anything in the world?
I didn't tell you to turn your back on them. But you can't take responsibility for what they do. They're grown women.
They're still my children.
So you're going to have to let them make the mistakes that children make.
But such big ones? Wendy is so desperate about losing Warren that she's likely to do anything.
What are you so frightened about?
I don't know. Well, Wendy might go to Susie and make matters worse.
It's their problem. They are going to be the ones that have to work it out.
Well, do you think I should go to Susie and tell her?
What good is that going to do?
It will make her realize the consequences of her actions. Look, if she has an abortion, I think everything will be all right with everybody. But if she has this child, I'm frightened for all of them.
I'll be going. It's very near China. See this chain of islands? I'll be on that one right there, Sumatra.
It's on the other side of the world.
Well, it's a long ways away. But I'll be thinking about you. Now it's time for you to get some sleep.
Did you say goodbye to Turner?
Mm-hmm, and Elon.
And you told him you were leaving?
I told him, but I think they're a little too young to understand.
Are you really going to fly your own plane?
Yeah. Well, maybe when I get back, I'll take you for a ride.
You will?
Right into the clouds. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Well, it's time to go.
Be careful.
I will. TR? I'll miss you.
Putting a thermos of coffee in here. It's going to be a long flight for you.
Thanks. Everyone's tucked in.
How's TR?
She's better. I think she understands now that I'm not going to be gone forever.
Well, you won't, will you?
Not when I have someone as beautiful as you to come home to. Yeah, I promised her I'd take her up in the plane when I got back.
I wish you didn't have to go right now.
Sweetheart, it's the last thing I want to do. We have a house full of kids and they need our attention.
Well, Lee needs you right now.
Yeah, but so do you and the babies and TR. We've undertaken a big commitment here. I feel like I'm walking out on you, Liza.
Oh, don't say that. No, you're not. You're just doing what you have to do.
Yeah, well, where does that leave you? I mean, can you give them all the attention they need and still be able to do the other things in your life?
Well, I guess I'll just have to try, won't I?
Well, I can't leave here unless I know everything's in hand.
If you're trying to tell me you're not sure if I'm a very good mother, you picked a fine time to do it.
That's the last thing I'm saying. You bargained for Turner, and then we took Elon, and now we have TR. With all those people to worry about, you're not going to have any time for yourself. And I won't be here to support you.
You're just anxious because you're leaving. We're going to be fine. I mean, we'll probably even survive.
Do something for me, will you?
What?
Miss me? I love you. I want you to be happy.
I will miss you. And every night when I close my eyes, I will wish you beside me. And in the morning, When I awaken, I'll wish you were there to hold me in your arms. We'll be fine. I'll be here with the children every day, I promise.
I hate to get through a day without seeing you. Gonna call?
Every day.
Better go. I love you.
I love you. Take care of him. Please.
Wendy, I said don't push. I don't want to rush it, and I mean it.
I don't want to rush it, Warren. I just thought it was better than nothing. We haven't made love in a very long time.
When did you start with a stopwatch?